Hey there, it's Krystal Everdeen, and today I want to share with you my experience of going to D23 2024. I was lucky enough to be invited by Disney to join them in the celebration as an invited creator, so I have a lot to share with you. Okay, so the D23 Expo, now known as just D23, is essentially a convention like Comic-Con, but only Disney. And you may think, well, there's probably not that much to see in comparison to like Comic-Con because it's only Disney stuff as opposed to just like a bunch of nerdy stuff. But the thing is, you would be wrong. I would argue that D23 offered more entertainment activities and shopping than any of the other conventions that I've been to this year. It was an absolute blast. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So to kickstart D23 Weekend, D23 actually put together their very first D23 day at Disneyland, which was on August 8th, the day before the first day of the convention. Come with me to the very first D23 day at Disneyland. To celebrate D23 Weekend, Disney set up special photo ops all throughout Disneyland, California Adventure, and even downtown Disney. There was special event merchandise available and even complimentary Mickey ears. There were also special parades, including the Disney Junior themed one at California Adventure, as well as a Disney Legends Cavalcade at Disneyland, where you had the chance to see and wave hello to legendary creatives like Imagineers and performers who've helped make Disney so magical throughout the years. And there was even more to experience this day, like a Stitch dance party and a Disney Junior show, on top of all of the amazing experiences already offered at the Disneyland Resort every day. It was definitely a day to remember, so make sure that you stay tuned so you don't miss out on the next D23 day at Disneyland. But yeah, all those things were available to the public, and then later on that day in the evening, there was a special creator meetup that Disney put together for us, and that was a lot of fun as well. There was a special lounge that only invited creators were allowed to go into, so we were able to mingle with our fellow creators. There's also special meet and greets with Mickey and friends, which were so much fun. Also snacks and music and drinks. Like, it was a really, really great time, and so sweet for Disney and D23 to put that together for us. And in addition to that, at nighttime, like after 10 p.m., after California Adventure closed, we were also allowed to stay and watch a special showing of World of Color, and we were like right in the front. And it was so funny. This is the first time I was ever so close watching World of Color. I actually got sprayed with water because of the show. I thought that was really funny, but that's how close I was. I was so close that I actually got sprayed with water at sometimes. But it was a really cool, fun show, and very special because it was just us invited creators. So that was a really great way to kickstart D23 Weekend. But at the same time, it also did take a lot out of me because it was in the middle of summer. It was a super hot day. I was there from early in the morning till late at night, and then I had to wake up early the next day for the first day of D23. So like, oof, I was running on pure adrenaline, but it was really, really great. So again, D23 day at Disneyland was amazing, and I hope they do another one next time there's D23 because it's just a great way to like really kickstart the whole D23 experience. Surprisingly, I was quite energetic the next day, even though I had to wake up at 5 a.m. after a full day of Disney the day before. And I was able to get ready and head over to the convention center for the first day of D23. And the reason why we were there so early is because me and a group of friends have been planning a Disney Princess Fairy cosplay, like group cosplay, for months now. So we wanted to get there early and take pictures before the convention opened, but unfortunately that all just did not work out, and that first day of D23 was a bit rough. And I don't really want to get into it, but like, oh my gosh, that was literally the only kind of like negative experience about D23, but it honestly was not that bad. And then the moment we were allowed to go into the expo, oh, everything went great after that. It was just that beginning that was a little bit of a rough patch, and I could get into it if you ask me in the comments, but like, it's fine. Anywho, it all worked out. We were able to get some photos and videos of us as a group, which was really, really nice and fun, and everyone looked absolutely fantastic. I thought that was really fun. It was great getting together with them and seeing our plans come to life. And then after that, I had to rush on over into the expo to experience as much as I could. I tried to seek out as many Star Wars themed things as possible because I was dressed as Princess Leia, so I like wanted to do all the Star Wars things first. And then after that, I just, kind of roamed around and just enjoyed it. So there really wasn't much of a structure. But like I said, there was so much to do at D23, and I was relieved to realize that there was so much space to walk around and explore as opposed to like other conventions that I've been to, because they tend to oversaturated oversell the event and make it so that you're just constantly walking in a sea of people and not able to stop and actually enjoy anything. But D23 did a great job at keeping a balanced capacity. That's probably why the event sold out so quickly. But in the end, for those of us who are actually able to get into D23, it's so worth it because you're not just crammed in there like sardines. You're actually able to enjoy the event. So yeah, I really appreciate that. I mean, of course, there were lines, but they all went rather quickly and efficiently. And in the afternoon, us creators were invited to ride a special shuttle to the Honda Center for the D23 panels. It's the first year that D23 hosted their panels at the Honda Center, so I didn't really know what to expect, but oh my goodness, it was a fantastic choice. The production value and the energy us Disney fans emitted throughout the panel was amplified by the venue. It really felt special and grand, especially compared to the other panels that are held at the convention center. Like last time I went to D23, I went to the parks panel, which is one of the largest panels that D23 hosts, but like nothing compared to how they made the panel at the Honda Center. Like this was a full-on grand event. It's just like, ah, man, I really like. You definitely have to experience it if you're a Disney fan because you will love it. It was great. I'm so glad I got to experience these panels at the Honda Center. The first day was all about what's coming up in Disney media, like movies and shows and stuff, Zootopia 2, Toy Story 5, The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and so much more. So lots of really fun, exciting energy there. So that was a really great experience. Yeah, day one ended at like 11 p.m. because the panels went on for so long. And then the next day I was invited to the World of Disney Product Experience Showcase, which started at 6:30 a.m. So like no breaks for me. I had to wake up at 5 to get ready again. But again, totally all worth it. And surprisingly enough, I had the energy for it. I think I just like put it in my mind. I'm like, if it's for Disney, I will do it. I will wake up early. I will sleep for 3 hours and it's fine. But anywho, so I woke up really early to experience the World of Disney Product Experience Showcase, and the lovely Disney team was kind enough to provide us all with breakfast, and we were able to explore the area freely until 9 a.m. when the expo fully opened to everyone else. Come with me to check out all the new and exclusive merchandise on display at D23 with an emphasis on Star Wars, of course, starting with the hot item, the Star Tours Starspeeder 3000 vehicle playset with a functioning screen. What? No wonder this was a super duper popular item. Are you kidding? I mean, yeah, I can see why everyone was so hyped for this. It's flipping awesome. But okay, taking it back a notch to more casual options, there's new Dark Side Mickey headbands, a jersey, a backpack, as well as a Darth Vader and Luke pop set. There were also Kylo Ren helmets and apparel, as well as cute little Star Wars plushies, and a bunch of droid toys and figures. You were bound to find the droids that you were looking for, and this area of D23 was called World of Disney, the Product Experience for a reason, as they set up interactive locations for fun activities alongside the new merch. My favorite being the Star Wars Darkade, where you can play skee-ball and shoot some hoops as you checked out the various Star Wars collectibles and other must-haves, like this Darth Vader Build-A-Bear. Oh my gosh, I need him! And of course, there were plenty of other great merch options on display, and not just Star Wars, but an abundance of plushies of classic Disney characters, apparel, accessories, home decor, collectible dolls, and so much more. Thank you so much to Disney for hosting me for this D23 shopping experience, and as always, now I need everything. Yes, indeed, I was an outfit repeater for that event. I learned about their Star Wars Darkade, and I'm like, I am absolutely dressing up as a Princess Leia to experience the Star Wars Darkade, and I'm so glad that I did, because there's actually a lot of Star Wars stuff there, so I was just like focusing on all the Star Wars products and experiences and stuff, so like that kind of like helped center everything, so I wasn't overwhelmed with everything that was on sale, but they did have a lot of really great things that even weren't Star Wars related. But anywho, after that I changed into my comfy cosplay, which is the Sorcerer Mickey cosplay, where it is just like a flowy red dress and my Sorcerer Mickey hat, super comfy, and I just continued to enjoy the expo just freely, just looking at this, looking at that. I went to this National Geographic panel that's called A Real Bug's Life, and they brought actual real bugs to the panel, and I was just like so jealous of everyone in that panel who was able to like hold the bugs, except for like maybe like 2 of the bugs. I was like, I'm okay, I don't need to hold those. But like, there's these really like blue and chunky caterpillars. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. But anywho, I just wanted to mention that. To shout out National Geographic for inviting me to that panel because that was a lot of fun. Oh, I even got a National Geographic hat. Let me show you. Here is my National Geographic hat. They also gave me one in black, which I really, really love. So it was really fun doing the National Geographic stuff. And after the panels and exploring the rest of the D23 Expo, it was again time to head over to the Honda Center, but this time we didn't take the creator shuttle over there. They just had us use the regular shuttles, which I think is so cool. So for the Honda Center, it was a separately ticketed event, and for anyone who purchased tickets for the Honda Center panels, Disney or D23 would provide shuttles to the Honda Center. And at first I was like, oof, like, I don't know if the logistics are really going to be there. Like, it's the first time that they're doing this. Like, are they going to be organized? And, you know, a little bit worried about that. But I tried them and they're fantastic. Oh my gosh. So everyone just lines up at a certain time. And sure, the line did look long at times. I'm like, man, this is going to take forever. But it went so fast. They're just like, okay, everyone, I'm gonna count you. They counted everyone, and then they sent them to a bus. That bus took off, and then they counted everyone, and then they sent them into the bus, and then the bus took off, and then like the next bus came, and it was just like so efficient, and I was very, very pleased. Plus the buses themselves were like the VIP buses, so it was air conditioned. They had music, like Disney music playing specifically for D23. Like, it was great. I have to say that I am very impressed with the shuttle situation, like the logistics situation, and like really everything that went into planning D23 was just really, really good. You could tell the event planners did a great job with this. Again, there's so many like new things that were going on at D23 this year, but they executed it fantastically. Anywho, so I took the shuttle to the Honda Center for the parks panel that day, and everyone was so hyped for that because those are the announcements for what's coming to Disney parks. And what's really great is that they started the panel by saying everything that we announced here today is in development, because the last time they had the parks panel, they were like sharing ideas and like, maybe we could do this, maybe we could do that. And the discourse after that of many Disney fans were like, why would you announce things that are just ideas that are not actually happening? So I think they heard Disney fans' feedback about that, and we're like, okay, this time around, we're for sure just announcing things that are actually happening. So of course, everyone was super hyped to hear a lot of these announcements. Like, there's going to be an extension of Avengers Campus, which is fantastic. I love Disneyland news because that's like my home park. And then also there's going to be an Avatar Land, which looks really, really fun, but I'm just like, where is it going? There's also going to be a Coco ride, which I'm really excited about. While Disney World, they're going to have Cars Land, they're going to have a Monsters Inc. Land, and everyone lost their minds when they announced a Villains Land, including me, because last time, in 2022, when they announced like, oh, these are our ideas, like maybe this could happen, maybe that, they mentioned a Villains Land, and everyone was like really excited about it, but everyone at the same time was like, they're never going to actually make a Villains Land, like, they're not going to take that risk. And then they left it for the very, very last announcement, and everyone just went crazy because at the beginning of the panel, they already said, everything that we're announcing today is in development, like it's happening. So that's why everyone was like so excited, because it's like not just an idea anymore, it's actually happening. So that's the one I'm most excited about, but I'm just a little sad that's not Disneyland. It's only in Florida, so I have to go to Florida. And then of course they announced a bunch of other things for like the overseas parks, but since I'm in the US and only really go to US parks, I'm just like most excited for the US ones. But I mean, eventually I will visit the overseas parks as well. Like in Paris, they're getting a new show. In Shanghai, they're getting new stuff. In Japan, they're getting new stuff. And then they're also going to add a bunch of new cruise lines, which I've never been on a cruise, but like, man, there's really a lot that I need to experience, don't I? I need to get out of my just Disneyland, just Walt Disney World bubble. Anywho, that panel was a lot of fun. Again, a lot of really great energy, and it also ended very late, but that's okay, because for the final day of D23, I decided to sleep in until 8 a.m. Woo! So after my late start to the morning, I moseyed on over to D23 because I was staying so close to the expo. Thank goodness. Shout out to my hotel really quick. Here's my hotel video. This is what it's like before the expo and after. Yeah, there's just such an overwhelming amount of fun activities. You're bound to be drained by the end of the day, and that is why where you book your hotel is so important, and why I chose Courtyard by Marriott Anaheim Resort, because it is just a short walk away from the convention center where I attended D23 this year. And oh my goodness, was I so grateful to be staying so close, not only due to my many outfit changes, but also because I really needed breaks in between where I could just relax in my quiet, air-conditioned room before heading back and forth to the expo. And not only is it walking distance from the convention center, but also further down the street, you can walk to Disneyland. Courtyard by Marriott is a Disneyland Good Neighbor hotel that has amazing, friendly, and helpful staff, as well as great amenities like lounge areas, a restaurant, outdoor pool, hot tub, laundry, free Wi-Fi, and a fitness center. Plus, the rooms are clean, cozy, and my favorite, super air-conditioned, which always made me so happy walking into my room after spending a few hours in the summer heat. Staying at Courtyard truly helped make my D23 experience that much more enjoyable, knowing I could simply walk to my hotel room and unwind in a cool and comfy space. If you're planning on visiting the Anaheim Convention Center, Disneyland, or just that area in general, I highly recommend booking with Courtyard by Marriott. Yeah, all of Sunday was essentially just trying to do absolutely everything at D23 that I had not been able to do the previous 2 days. And once I felt like I did do and see everything at D23, then I got ready to head to the shuttles for the Honda Center, because the panel that day actually started earlier than the previous 2 days, and it was for the Disney Legends Award Ceremony. And I was really excited for Mark Henn and Joe Rohde, because their works are just wow. They've really done so much to create aspects of Disney that we all treasure. Like, Joe Rohde is an Imagineer and Mark Henn is an animator, and oh my gosh, if you look up their work, it is amazing. So it's just great to see them get their award, as well as many other amazing legends that they had on stage. There were a few times where I actually got pretty emotional. Like, even though I wasn't really familiar with some of the legends they had on stage, they would share their stories and like how they contributed to Disney, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Like, even Miley Cyrus got emotional, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I love that this meant so much to her, and I love to see that she was like really appreciative. And oh, I'm gonna get emotional just talking about it, but I loved it. It was fantastic, and they all absolutely deserve to be Disney legends, and I'm so glad I got to experience actually being there at the Disney Legends ceremony. It was such a wonderful and magical way to end D23 weekend, and then afterwards I must have slept for like 2 days straight because it was just awesomeness overload with D23 weekend, starting from August 8th to the 12th, because it was just nothing but go, 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 go. Fun time, fun time, fun time. Activity, activity, activity. It was great. I loved it. So thank you again to Disney and D23 for inviting me to join you in the D23 celebration. Thank you so much to the Disney teams, the D23 teams, the event staff for keeping us all safe and entertained, and for coordinating this event, because I know event planning takes a lot, and I think that you guys did an amazing job this year. And of course, thank you so much for watching. If you love Disney, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's a fun time, and that's where I am most active, so you'll be up to date on what I'm up to, and I'd love to see you there. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up before you go, and click that red subscribe button if you have not already, so I can see you next time. Bye, and have a magical day.